Welcome back to the channel. Just wanted to jump on here very quickly today to discuss an extension that a gentleman in the Discord created for Composer. His screen name is dpods, and it's a really brilliant tool that he created, specifically because it shows your aggregate holdings. So in Composer, for those who follow this channel, you know that I am multi-symphony. And what that means is, some people may run 8 symphonies or 15 symphonies. I run over 100. To me, I basically term my Composer holdings as my black box. So basically here, so if you look here, this is going to be, and this is arranged by the current value. So ones that are doing the best, and I've put the most capital in, all the way down. So we're just going to scroll all the way down. Oh, here we go. So, and let's reduce this a little here. Okay, maybe a little, just one bigger. Okay, there we go. Okay, so you'll see that of the 317,000, whatever it is at this point, the aggregate holdings are displayed here. So I have 84,000, which is 26.67 of my total portfolio in TQQQ. So of the 100 and some strategies, 46 contain TQQQ. But what's really brilliant here, that what he did is I can expand here and it'll list the 46 strategies and the percent of that strategy that's TQQQ. So basically these right here these are based on permutations on TQQQ for the long term on various ones that I run. And then you can see it's basically 100% TQQQ. The only reason is the 0.96, 0.91 is just probably a little bit of cash that's sitting there. So that's why, but it's basically 100%. But then you can see other strategies like this all-weather alpha, it only has 16% TQQQ. So that's a really cool feature to be able to see what the aggregate holdings are and how many symphonies a single ticker is in, and then to be able to expand it and see, okay, what particular symphonies it's in. So you can just scroll down here and see that. And, again, like this is, it's like American Airlines, SPXL, just to kind of scroll and get a sense. And also gives you, what's illuminating about it is, someone might see this and said, wow, like, with the run up of the NASDAQ, I'm a little leery of having 26.6% of my portfolio in TQQQ. So what you could do is you could go in and either edit those particular symphonies, replace TQQQ with another ticker, or you could liquidate those symphonies. But again, before this, I was essentially flying blind, right? Because wasn't aware of the aggregate holdings. So this is kudos to dpods for creating this. And I want to show one other really cool feature, especially with wash sales and also discontinued tickers. So for those of you who have invested with Composer, you'll know that sometimes a symphony, you'll get an email and saying the symphony is it's not trading because of a discontinued ticker. So if we go up here, let's just take, I'm just going to get a nice symphony here. Let's take one of the beta ballers here. Okay, so let's click on it. And then let's click on edit. So in this extension, you see right here, Symphony Tools extension. You can see it actually here in the upper corner of the screen. This is my Loom, which I'm using now, extension, and this is this little flask is this particular extension. You can go in here and let's say, for example, again, I feel that I just have way too much weighting on TQQQ and I wanted to go in and take some leverage off. So let's say I just wanted to do it. There's 21 assets, appearance of TQQQ, and then there's some where it's in the if else. So you might want to leave it in the if else. You might want to say if TQQQ is above its 200-day moving average, own TQQQ. That's what it says now. You might want to keep if TQQQ is above its 200-day moving average, but then go into QQQ. You might want to go into QLD. And again, this could be really beneficial for wash sales, meaning sometimes people will, the last month of the year, swap out a ticker. They'll take TQQQ and replace it with QQQ or QLD or TECL, so that they're not trading that same ticker throughout the 12 months. It can help reduce wash sales. Or again, with the aggregate holdings, you might come to a conclusion intellectually that you're not comfortable with something, and you can go in here in a mega synth, a gigasynth, a Franken symphony, a switchboard, and go in and go ahead and with his extension do that. So really, really cool. And yeah, I just wanted to share that here. You can see good day in Composer at about 9.5%, which if it ends up on the month, that, let's see, 9.5 divided by 3 times 12. So that would annualize at a 38% annualized return. Last year was about a 33, so on pace for that. Again, it doesn't mean that will happen, but definitely off to a decent start. I actually started this account January 17th. I had to create a new account because I'm mark to market trader tax status. So created a whole new Composer account in my individual name. So yeah, off to a good start here. And then the Schwab, we can just swap over here. I'm flirting with the 900,000 between the two. Right here, almost 570. Year to date, up 42,000. So yeah, off to a great start for the year. But yeah, point of the video. Oh, and here is the link, and I'll post this down in the description. Here is the GitHub place where you can download if you are an existing Composer user. Definitely highly recommended. And my feeling is that Composer will incorporate this at some point, either integrating DPod's design into Composer, or doing their own that's maybe a little different, but has the same features. So that's it for now. I'll be back on Friday. I'm going to do a true portfolio update, end of the month, 3 months into the year, tallying in both the Schwab and Composer. So that's it for today. Any questions, comments, feel free to reach out. Take care. Ciao.